Greetings, viewers. In today's video, I'll be breaking down and debunking YoMythic's response, while also taking a deeper look at the full context of this situation. Let's begin with his first claim. YoMythic states the reason he held the score over my head is because he's been featured in my montages. But that argument doesn't hold up. The majority of those clips were recorded weeks prior to the rematch, during a time when I was highly active and naturally gathering content. Including someone in a montage isn't a personal attack, it's just part of making content. What really doesn't add up is if that was his reasoning, why go out of your way to comment on a completely unrelated post just to brag about the score? That directly contradicts your own explanation. Now on to the next claim. He accuses me of making excuses and forcing him into a 1v1 on his stream. But here's the problem. There's zero evidence to support that. It's just a statement with nothing backing it up. Meanwhile, he was begging for a rematch in my comment section, which again contradicted his claim. What's ironic is that while he tries to paint that narrative, he completely avoids addressing the actual evidence of his harassment. And this is important because the screenshots shown in my video clearly highlight that behavior, yet he chose not to respond to them at all. Furthermore, he's actively engaged in arguments with my viewer base on completely related posts. One moment that stands out is my April Fool's post, which is corny, yes I know. But he literally wished the disease upon me, and then edited the message to state April Fool's. Also, if he believes my viewer base is harassing him, he's the one engaging on my community posts, attacking me, so... Now to be fair, I'll give credit where it's due. His macro debunk does bring up a valid point. Yes, it's possible to click consistently for short bursts without using macros. That part is true. However, that's not what we're seeing here. YoMythic is consistently auto-firing his crossbow with little to no delay over extended periods. In his own debunk clip, you can actually see that while he's able to fire quickly after switching slots, the speed itself isn't stable. It fluctuates. That kind of inconsistency is a strong indicator of macro usage rather than purely manual input. At the end of the day, he's the only one who truly knows if he macros or not, and if he's lying, that's his problem. Macroing isn't illegal, but there's no point in hiding it and claiming you use no macros. So overall, when you actually break down the claims, look at the timeline, and compare it to the evidence, his arguments don't really hold up under scrutiny. Now in this next section, I'm going to remain neutral here, since there are clearly two sides to that story, and it's not my place to fully take one over the other. What I will say is that Mythic's claim about Millions speaking behind his back does appear to be supported by what he showed. That said, I don't have much more to add on that topic. It's separate from the main discussion, and I don't want to stretch it beyond what's actually relevant. As for Mythic himself, look, I'll be honest. I may not personally warm to him, but that doesn't mean I hate him or think he's a bad player. He's clearly skilled, and credit should be given where it's due. At the end of the day, this is just a game. If Mythic truly isn't using macros, then the best way to settle this would be a clean rematch between him and Million, with handcam proof. That would clear up any doubt and put the discussion to rest. Again, there is no pressure. And before I wrap up this video, I want to make one thing clear. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Don't go sending hate to Mythic, don't attack his comments, and don't start arguments on my behalf. That's not what this is about. Also, on another note, YoMythic addressed the alternate account allegations. At the end of the day, he's the only one who truly knows the truth. And it's important to remember that this is just a game. YoMythic is still a solid player regardless. He also mentioned the possibility of leaving the Bed Wars community. If he chooses to step away, that's his decision, and it's understandable. But it shouldn't be influenced by mine or anyone else's opinions. As for me, this will be the final video I make on this situation, as I don't expect things to escalate any further.